episode of Oregon Life.
Thanks for
Right?
watching this episode of
Oregon Life.
Hello, I'm Frank Caruso, producer of Oregon Life, and welcome to a brand new episode. You've heard of Land of the Giants, right? The TV show? That's not it. We're here in Milton, Wisconsin at Land of the Giant Hostas. And wait till you see this episode. It is fantastic. We meet Ashley and Pedro. Come on along with me and enjoy this episode of Oregon Life.
Hi, we are the Bower City Garden Club from Janesville, Wisconsin, which was started, I believe, in 1960. And we meet monthly, most of the year, and we are very fortunate to be here at the Land of the Giants Hosta Farm.
Hi, my name is Ashley Moscoso.
Hi, my name is Pedro Moscoso. And
we're the owners of Land of the Giants Hosta Farm. My dad started this about 15 years ago. GM was closing and he didn't like to sit still and he loved to garden. Some friends from GM introduced him to new hosta varieties, and that's kind of where it took off. He wanted to do a little competition to see who can get the biggest, the best, and the most variety. So that's where he started, and he decided that he was going to build a big hosta garden. He put in one bed, then the next two beds followed, and now we're up to more than 15 beds, that's for sure. He decided that what was already on the market wasn't good enough anymore, so he started to create his own hostas. So that's where we get the giant land named Hosta. My dad was diagnosed with cancer in 2021 and passed away November of 2021. It was a really hard time for all of us and the hosta community. We've been talking a lot about my dad, but I do want to mention that Penny, my stepmom, also started these beautiful gardens before she got sick. Unfortunately, she passed 9 days after my dad.
Right behind us in the pond is actually Jeff's Seedling garden, where he grew a lot of his giant land plants, which were award-winning, of course. And we have taken up the whole Seedling show. Well, Ashley has more or less taken it up down in the basement, and I think you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so last fall I looked around and I tried to find every streaked seed pod that I could. Even if I couldn't get a name of the plant, I still wanted to try my hand at it. And I would say I was pretty successful. I got a lot of seedlings growing. We've got about 96 new ones that I'm working with right now. And it's been really exciting. I've been loving learning about growing hostas from seed, and I look forward to continue doing that and also starting my hybridizing journey this year to create some of my own crosses. You know, the hosta is actually the friendship plant. People love to buy a hosta, let it grow, and then they split it with their family, friends, neighbors. That's part of the reason why we love to continue doing our open garden days. Not only can people come and buy our hostas, but they can stroll the gardens with their family and their friends and look at all of the different kinds and varieties. We have tons of paths that you can walk through.
When you actually see all the people here shopping amongst themselves, telling stories, and just having a good time with each other here, it's almost as if they are friends with each other. Everyone's just having a good time, and I love just strolling up to someone, just gazing over the pond, and they'll tell me their story, whether it's their first time or their 18th time that they've been to Land of the Giants. I just love hearing all about it.
The difference between us and, say, a big box store with your hostas is we pay a lot of attention to detail, to the health of our plants. Sometimes big box stores, it's not a main focus for them, and it is for us here. We have strong, healthy roots We try to grow our hostas for a few years before we offer them, so you're not getting a tiny puny plant. Unless you're getting a mini, that's always going to be a tiny puny plant.
And that's another reason why people do love to make the trip out here from all over the country. Instead of opting for a big box hosta, it's because they know the quality that they're going to get here, and they're going to have a plant that lasts for a lifetime and beyond.
And a lot of variety too. We have a lot more variety than you can find at just a box store. We've been making some new changes to Land of the Giants Hosta Farm, and one of those changes is we are doing Facebook sales. Our Facebook presence is a lot more now. We've been trying to post more pictures of things that we're doing, open garden days, and then if people aren't here during our open garden days, we do offer the chance to ship some of our hostas across the country. Another change that we've also made, upgraded, is our checkout systems. My dad wasn't a big tech guy, so we've kind of come to this century now and offered new checkout process so people don't have to wait in the hot lines when they come anymore.
Ashley and I got married in this exact spot. We moved in. We were in between houses trying to manage our house that we moved into when I first moved to Wisconsin, and this house that was attached to the business that we were taking over. So we were going through boxes and boxes and boxes because Jeff was trying to transition to a lake house that he was looking to purchase, which never ended up happening, unfortunately. So speaking of all the boxes that I was going through, I came across a box that was full of awards from Hosta shows that Jeff had gone to over the years.
So one of the first hostas that he won an award for was Giant Land Garden Goddess, and he named that after my stepmom Penny. It's a beautiful hosta, as you can see. Me and Pedro wouldn't be able to do this without our hardworking staff and our volunteers, and we thank them so much for being here with us while we learn. You know, my dad and stepmom took a lot of time building this place. It's beautiful. Me and Pedro work hard out here. We want everybody to come and stroll our paths, see the sights, look at the fish in the pond. You know, we're more than just hostas. We're a destination stop for you to just take a deep breath and relax.
Yeah, we like to think of everyone in the Hosta community as part of our family. And I encourage everyone when I see them coming down that path during open house days to just get lost in the gardens. Just go down every path they can travel through and look at everything there is to see. Take in the sights, make some memories, and hopefully come back for more memories in the future.
Thanks for watching this episode of Oregon Life.
watching this episode of Oregon Life.
Thanks for
Right?
watching this episode
Episode of Oregon Life.